Well, good morning, good day, good afternoon. I don't know when you're going to listen to this, but here we are on the internet. Today it's Flash's turn to hold the mic. I'm sorry, Flash, don't move it. It's Flash's turn to hold the mic. So say hi to Barry. This is Barry Allen, obviously. I wanted to talk about your goals. Obviously, it's what we do here. We talk about goals, fitness goals, all of these things. So it is a point of it, but also, what you're willing to do in order to reach those goals. What I mean by that is simple. I'll explain. So I read a lot of books, Audible. I walk Oslo. I start a book on business mindset, psychology, these kind of stuff. I read comic books, and those are just for fun. But the books that I read, listen to mostly, are all about that, all about fitness and mindset and all of this. And I listen to a lot of podcasts, and I watch a lot of stuff online as well on YouTube. When I, watch some shows online as well. I don't know. This is kind of what I like watching, I guess, in some sense, in some ways. But I feel like it created a problem, some types of problem with me, which is the idea of if you're not growing, you're dying kind of thing. Everything always has to. Oh, can I lift it? Oh, I could be higher. I'm higher. Hi. Anyway, so the thing is when I go online and I have those little clickbaits thing, be better and all these kind of stuff. So I feel inadequate. I'll explain because it's I think it's important because I think maybe a lot of you will also recognize themselves into all of this. I play video games. I walk my dog. I watch shows on Netflix. Yesterday I watched game Bills versus Kansas City. I rooted for the Bills. I'm bored of Kansas City always being at the Super Bowl. Can we move on to another dynasty, please? Thank you. But I watched that. Over the weekend, I watched a movie. I read comic books quite often, or I try to read that often. And every night, but almost every night, I go online, I start Call of Duty or Tekken or any other game like that, and I connect with my brother and we chat and we kill zombies or we kill people or we beat each other up and we get mad at each other. This is kind of what we do. And I don't know, whenever I go and I listen to something and I watch something, they all tell me like, quit the video games and only read business books and only do this and do that and don't do this and try that. And I'll say I've succeeded in my fitness, not in fitness in general in terms of like my business, it's still growing. We're still trying. But in terms of my fitness and what I want to look like and how I work out and all of this, in terms of a natural person, which, built on chicken wings, kind of, I'm where I've always wanted to be. Around 180 to 185 pounds, around, depending on the month, 8 to 13% body fat, which is where I'm comfortable living. So I've kind of succeeded in that area. And I did it without being too concerned with being absolutely perfect. And this is how I want you to see fitness and how I'm trying to see business. Maybe I'm wrong. And maybe this is why the business could be better. Maybe. But I'm not the kind of coach that you're going to talk to and that's going to be like on your case, screaming at you because, I don't know, you should have ate your broccoli Why didn't you? Oh, you missed a workout. Ah. No, you missed a workout. All right, it's one workout. It's not a big deal. You missed a week. Great. Let's just like take that as a recovery kind of week and move forward from there. And I always try to take you where you are and improve on that and grow on that without being too concerned. And I know this is kind of controversial, but I'm encouraging my clients also to not always be on top of their macros. The one that are never on the macros, now it's an issue. Now we fix that. But the one that are always on it, we also want you to have fun. This is a lifestyle. This is something you want to build long term. In order to do that, you cannot always be perfect on macros. I'm not always perfect on macros. Friday night is pizza night. And most weekends, I go through a whole bag of chips, salt and vinegar, Lay's. That's how I like it. And I don't freak out. I don't care for it. There are moments where you're going to need to be closer to your macros and goals, and some that you can be further away, and so on and so forth. When I'm trying to lean down and have a result, I'm closer to it, but I'm probably 90% close to it, and I'm still having my pizza, and I still go. I wanted to say go out on the weekends. That's a lie. I don't go out, but what I mean by that is if people come to my house, I don't drink, but that's just. I don't like it. But I'm going to have whatever everyone's having. I'm not going to be like here eating my chicken, my rice, and my broccoli while everyone is eating other nice stuff. And I'm just like, oh, it's because I want to lose a pound. If I want to lose a pound, I'm going to eat whatever I want because I'll have figured out everything else around it. And I'll know I can do that because tomorrow morning I'm going to get to the gym. So try not to feel inadequate with everything you read online and see online. And I know I might be also part of the problem because I'm online. If you follow me here on the YouTube, most likely you probably follow me on Instagram as well, because I don't think I have a lot of following here that's not also from Instagram. But if you see me on Instagram, you're probably, and I get that a lot, like, congratulations on your successful business. I'm like, congratulations on this. And it seems like I'm like a war horse and I just like, this is what I do. No, this is my business. This is, obviously I'm going to post about that and I'm going to talk about that. But I also sometimes don't do anything. That happens. Yesterday's workout, it was terrible. It was awful. I did a leg day. I did the same amount of exercise I should have done, but like in 40 minutes more that I should have done it. And it took me forever, lifted half the weights I should have. It was horrible. It's not a big deal, guys. We always have tomorrow, Build a lifestyle, build something that works. Build something that is sustainable in your lifestyle. If you listen to everyone being like, cut that and just that and create an alternate universe where you're Superman, that would be fun. Everyone wants you to cut everything out of your life. I have clients who game, Obviously sometimes if you tell me you cannot work out, but all you do is game, let's find an hour, little wiggle room in there, some time where you can work out, because I know you can. You like that, this is fine, but also go do your workout. In order for me to not be too stressed about life and business and everything else, I need to read my comic, watch a movie, play a video game, because it takes my mind out of the immediate problem that I have. And if something takes your mind out of that and it helps you move forward and it gives you kind of like sense of like, I'm not stressed when I do this, it's also part of fitness. It's also part of mental fitness. You need to be strong mentally to be strong physically. Take all those moments that you want for you. And I know it's hard talking about that because it can sound like be lazy. It's okay. It's not. That's not the point. There's a fine line between trying to get on a stage and being sebum and trying to build a sustainable lifestyle that you're going to be comfortable with, and that over the next 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever year you still have left on this planet, you're going to have a healthy one where you prioritize healthy food, working out, all of that, but also going out, having a drink, seeing people, eating what you like on a Saturday night, playing video games. This is what you like, and all of this, but also making time for, all right, this is done. I de-stress now. Let's do a quick workout and let's come back to that, and I'll feel better after, and go for a walk and all of this. So it's just because I read so much stuff, and this is what sparked that me rambling. I watch and listen to so much things where you're not a man if you don't work 95 hours a day. I wake up in the morning at 3 a.m. and then I do a workout, and then I don't know why my guy is Southern, and I do that, and I do everything, and then you wake up and I have like 5 days ahead of you and I'm making billions, you know? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna walk my dog and I'll see you later. Don't feel inadequate if this is not your lifestyle. I'm trying to make peace with the fact that my lifestyle, you know, and how I want to live my life requires me to also take time off, to also relax, to also do these kind of stuff, and not be like on the cases of like, you need to succeed, you need to sell for $1 billion this morning alone, and do 75 reach outs a minute. You know, I'm trying to reconciliate the two because I've tried for the last 10 years to build a business, and I've built my fitness in a way that worked over 18 years. And I'm trying to bring my business to the same kind of things where it's here for the long run, and not trying to make everything happens right now. Chicken, rice, and broccoli three times a day. It's going to work, guys. If you want results, it's not that crazy. It's quite simple. Get to a gym, lift heavy, lift often, get off your ass, and eat a lot of protein, chicken, rice, broccoli 4 times a day with like nuts, seeds, fruits. Do that for 6 months. Leave the internet, don't do anything else, don't see your friends. But then in 6 months, you're like, I have abs, but I'm lonely. And you're just like, what now? And then you gain back everything, and then it's kind of pointless, you know? Instead of figuring out a way to create a sustainable lifestyle that allows you to eat on a Saturday, see people on a Sunday, play video games later at night if you want to, work out in the morning, eat right 80% of the time, and then instead of getting to your fitness level in 6 months, maybe you did it in a year, but you still had fun doing it, and you'll keep at it. It's not like you did a crazy 6 months and then like, oh my God, you stop everything because this was too insane and stupid. And now you're like, oh, I hate this. So now you stop for like years on it, and you just come back to it when it's too late. Don't do that. Don't be that person. Thanks for following. Please follow. You know, I'm not half dumb. Sometimes I say nice stuff. I have a good chair. I have a nice chair. It's fun to see some figurines. Oops. Holding a mic. Well, I can promise you I have more of these. So don't worry. And yeah, and if there's something you want to talk about, you want me to talk about, let me know. In the meantime, click the subscribe button. It does help a bit. So do that. There's a bunch of other stuff you can do with me. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me everywhere. I don't know. I'm rambling. Have a good day, and I'll see you soon.